Hello kids, in this topic we are going to talk about coral reefs. So what is a coral reef? Ano nga bang coral reef? So basically, I'm quite sure that you were able to see this sa mga movies na, unless you were able to go for diving na. Nakita nyo na yan. Coral reefs are living things. You might think of them as just parang rocks, no? But they really are pretty much alive. Okay, not actually entirely, but they are formed by living organisms. So, no, this is not a man falling down. So anyway, these organisms, let me just change that. Edit ko na lang dito. I'll just put the S. Organisms are tiny little animals called polyps. Okay, ito yung polyps, okay? Yan no. Ito yung coral reef. And this is the surface, and these are those that makes it alive. Okay? So polyps live on the outside of the reef or the surface. And when polyps die, they become hard and new polyps grow, which makes the reef grow. No, nag-grow further pa. New polyps will grow and which makes the reef grow bigger. Yun ang dapat kong sabihin dito. Let me just change it again. And makes the reef grow. Wala na, erase ko na. Let me just change that. Which makes the reef grow bigger. Okay. Coral reefs are usually located near coastlines and around islands near the equator, as coral reefs need warm and shallow water to form. So you like just the same sa ano pa to sa rainforest, no? So mainit, warm. They are located near the equator. So these are the areas where most coral reefs form. So if you notice, in this area lang talaga siya. Sa equator base lang. Not here and not here. Kasi they can go extremely cold at some point of the year. Okay? So, kailangan nila ng warm and shallow water all year round. Okay. So, what are the importance of coral reefs? Bakit nga ba sila importante? They serve as breakwaters. Anong ibig sabihin? Just like trees during typhoons, coral reefs somehow lessen the force of waves, which protects the sand from being washed away. So, just like sa typhoon, no? Sa typhoon, pag may typhoon, may mga trees, it blocks the force of wind. Dito naman ngayon, somehow, coral reefs lessen the force of ocean waves pag malakas yung alon. Okay. Which basically protects the sand from being washed away. Else, wala na, pangit na yung shoreline natin. Some reefs serve as fish habitats. Yan, mga bahay. Just like sa movie na Finding Nemo, di ba? If you can still remember Finding Nemo. Okay. Activities that destroy coral reefs. We have dynamite fishing. Yan. Paano sila nagde-destroy? Because of the dynamite that they use to kill fish, to be able to catch fish, nasisira din ang coral reefs. Okay? So if you notice, no, these are the activities that destroy coral reefs. Muruami fishing. They use nets. Gumagamit sila ng net. So, what the fishermen aren't aware of is that whenever they're going to make use of the net, yung surface na damage. 'Di ba, yung like what I've mentioned earlier, yung sa surface ng coral reefs nandyan yung mga polyps, 'di ba? So sila yung parang bumubuo sa coral reef. Okay, because of that, nada-damage. So basically destroying the coral reef. Climate change, isa din yan. Because of, you already know the climate change, melting of mga gigantic, mga glaciers, mga ice, nagme-melt. Once ice will melt, it will turn into liquid, just like when you put ice sa Coca-Cola ninyo to make it cold. Later on, you will observe parang dumami ang Coke ninyo, pero yun pala, nagmelt na yung ice. Okay, so just the same thing here. In other places kasi water rises, in other places kasi water goes lower than the usual sea level. So ang nangyayari diyan, nagda-dry up yung area. Well, this photo though is taken from just a low tide, no? Pero the situation is actually very similar, where in areas where there is water normally present, na because of climate change, bumababa yung sea level. Pagkatapos nun, is magda-dry up na to. These coral reefs that you see, they will be exposed and somehow dry up. And syempre, yung mga living organisms na present dyan sa surface will die. Okay? So, basically destroying the coral reefs. Another one is pollution. Okay. So, dito you can see barrels, meron din mga plastic na yan nasisira. They are touching the surface, basically destroying the coral reefs. Okay, so we have 4 main activities that destroy coral reefs: dynamite fishing, muroami fishing, climate change, and pollution. Okay. Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. This is actually the government agency that is responsible for protecting mga coral reefs natin. Not just the coral reefs or anything that has to deal with fisheries and aquatic resources. Okay? So that's it. That's all for today. The coral reefs.